This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
There's some of you out there, right? You're still not a believer of Chris Greer. So not only did he replace Laramie Tunsil with Austin Jackson like that. He still has two more picks he hits on one of those two picks, and it becomes a great trade. He hits on the third pick, and he becomes a genius. But he already hit on the pick. Do you know why? Because Laramie Tunsil just got paid $100 million or whatever the hell they're paying him now, $30 million a year or whatever. You don't have to pay Austin Jackson for 5 years. 5 years. Cap friendly. 5 years. That's a GM that learns and knows the game. I'm not talking about the game of football. I'm talking about the game of the salary cap. Because this is a conversation that has now become a part of our world the last 20 years in sports. It's not just about the athletic decision. It's about the financial decision that you're also making. So now he delayed to pay a left tackle for 5 years now, instead of it taking space now. So he can actually build his team up with all these draft picks and that slew of draft picks that are coming next year. And in year 3, when you're loaded, you will have plenty of cap space to go acquire a veteran to put you over the top. Oh, hey, no, we need a linebacker. We need a guard. We need a safety. We need a corner. This guy got injured. We're missing this. We're missing that one piece. And then that's when they go out and get that one piece. And they can pay for it because they're not paying all these guys. Tua doesn't get paid for 5 years. Austin Jackson doesn't get paid for 5 years. Noah doesn't get paid for 5 years. It's awesome. It's awesome when somebody actually these are the things that I used to have a problem with Wanstead. I used to have a problem with Sperano, with Cam Cameron, with Joe Philbin, with Adam Gase. They did not understand salary cap. Okay, and not because I'm a genius or anything like that. It's just common sense stuff. And when you understand what the hell you're doing, you then, what he's trying to do is trying to take advantage of playing with a young quarterback and winning everything with a young quarterback before you have to pay him. Because if Noah is a hit and Austin Jackson's a hit, right? And so is Tua, and so is Solomon Kinley. And, dude, you got to pay all of them. You won't be able to. You will not be able to. You understand that, right? You will not be able to pay everybody. Preston Williams, you'll have to pay down the line if he continues in his progression. Mike Gesicki, you will have to pay now. In another year, you have to pay Mike Gesicki. Actually, this offseason, you have to pay Mike Gesicki. This is his third year. He only has 4. So this offseason now, Mike Gesicki gets a new contract. Okay? So when you start thinking about this Laramie Tunsil trade, if you had any Doll fans out there whining like little bitches about the Laramie Tunsil trade, just run this segment by them or just use the material and enlighten them, educate them. Okay? Texans are losing, they're not winning, and they're paying a boatload of money. Oh, and not only that, not only are they paying a boatload of money, Bill, they had to actually trade away their best player. I don't want that happening. Okay? If you're trying to win a championship, you keep your best players. Okay? So for those of you out there that are so worried about Laramie Tunsil, there you go. Who? Laramie who? I got nothing against the kid, but if Austin Jackson can replace him, which looks like he has, I'm good. I'm fine. I got no problem with that. I wonder how many sacks Laramie Tunsil has allowed compared to Austin Jackson. I wonder where I can find that. Be kind of interesting. Just saying. 786-322-1105. Big O, what would you draft first, or who do you think Greer might be thinking? Dude, I mean, come on, bro. I'm not thinking that right now. I'm not worried about that right now. I haven't seen an entire football season in college. I got to see who's the best players available. I don't know where Miami is picking. I'm not playing that game, bro. That's stuff that's a waste of time. I love you, but no, I don't play that. That's just stuff that we're not getting anywhere with that. And plus, there's so many good things to talk about right now. I don't need to talk about a draft pick that I don't even know where it stands at this point. Texans trade of booty of picks for Tunsil made no sense unless they were going for the gold in 19 and 20. Trading one of the two best receivers in the league last offseason defeats entire theory. That's why they're a bad franchise. That's why Bill O'Brien's a clown. You know? Good point, O. Can't pay all of them. You can keep draft ammo stockpiled, and if you make smart trades, which they are doing, and you'll get compensatory picks for these good picks. That the ones you can't sign and they go and sign big contracts with somebody else, you're getting more and more compensatory picks. Yeah, baby. The reload. You know, all that crap that the Patriots pull every year, and Baltimore and Seattle and any of these teams that draft well, then lose some players, and they continue to get more extra picks in the third and fourth and fifth and sixth and seventh rounds, and you're sitting there in your draft at home watching the draft and going, damn, how come the Dolphins can't do this? Why is it the stinking Patriots always have 800 picks and we don't? Well, guess what? Guess what Chris Greer's doing now? Same thing. And if you hit on your picks, you'll continue a beautiful cycle. Yeah, you'll lose some, but you'll get compensatory. And if you know how to draft, you'll find a guy later on in the draft. Okay? If you know how to draft or if you know how to sign, you'll find a Myles Gaskin. You'll find a Preston Williams. You'll find a Nick Needham. You'll find people that will help you later on in the draft or undrafted. Yeah. That's how the game's played, baby.